Personally, I think it would be really great if all the charity organizations got together and combined their efforts to provide people with better irrigation systems, water, and therefore people could look after themselves by planting their own seeds, watering them, growing their own food. They don't even know what manure is, and they need to know those three basics, really. It would be kind of nice if a lot of mobile corporations decided to donate a cell phone to each village at least, so that they could call if they have any problems. Plus, the little cell phone could actually teach them a lot, because you can actually learn through programs on the cell phones through MP4s. And naturally, they need medication and healthcare. AIDS, malaria, and influenza are the biggest problems besides starvation. Also, diarrhea. So what they actually need is they need condoms, they need malaria nets, also malaria medication. Then they need your basic antibiotics and also perhaps charcoal to prevent diarrhea. Now, those things are not all that expensive, really. The problem with these little children that you're saying that I filmed in both Africa and Cambodia, but particularly here in Cambodia, is that they're talking about offering sexual services. I mean, I heard them talking in their own language, and they were saying, I'll offer you a blowjob to certain men, for example. And human trafficking is a huge thing. I mean, a lot of these children are actually stolen from their parents, so, or even sold for like the price of a bicycle. And I noticed that they had a lot of sores on their heads. They had runny noses. Clearly, they were very malnourished. Vitamins would be also good. I mean, it would be really great if people were able to give these kinds of children vitamins. Naturally, these ones are controlled by gangs, and they're actually at the border. But the thing is also, to force them to have sex with people, actually they give them heroin. So they often have drug addiction, and then they have AIDS as well later, so it's pretty sad. But this is like probably the worst case scenario. I think in Africa it's really bad because they actually dump the babies on the rubbish dump while they're still alive. Maybe because it's possible that the baby has AIDS or something like that. The good news is that extreme poverty is located in Yemen, Afghanistan, Central Africa, West Africa, and East Africa. And why that is good news is because those regions can be isolated and worked on first. The bad news is where there is poverty, there's always extreme violence, and morality needs to be taught.